This is a tough bucket by a tough player. Ryan Howard coming up huge for the Dream on that possession with a tough bucket.
Atkins doesn't go as Howard collects the rebound and now powers with it. That was just Howard's second made field goal of the ball game.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, she could be 1 for 15, but the time and score of that last shot by Ryan Howard was at a critical juncture for the viability of Washington coming away with a win in this one. That was just a really tough made shot by Ryan Howard, who was the #1 overall pick back in 2022. Shakira Austin, #3 in that draft, coming here to the Mystics.
Tanisha Wright using her reset timeout. Howard gets it in with about a half a second as she's fouled by Samuelson.
Well, it's in the blood for a player like Ryan Howard. She played her basketball collegiately at Kentucky. Her mom played at Florida. And Ryan Howard was on staff with Florida last year, much like Ariel Atkins being on staff with Michigan.
Take a look at the drive of the game brought to you by CarMax.
And it's Ariel Atkins just drifting in that short corner area. Short corner is just a couple steps off of that lane line, but not all the way out to the corner behind the three-point line.
And timeout by Eric Tebow. 71-62 Atlanta Dream lead with 38.6 to play here in the fourth quarter. 2-2 Dream coming into this one. The Mystics 0-6 coming into that one. This one as well too, looking for their first win of the season.
Yes.
It's 71-62. Chrissy, what are you drawing up in this huddle if you're Eric Tebow?
And I know 38.6 doesn't seem like a ton of time, but I'm going to stay with what I said earlier. Even with 2.5 minutes to go, you got to get downhill. You got to get something into the painted area. Washington has been very exclusively attacking the paint in a great way, right? Whether it be straight line drives to the cup or some misdirection actions on pick and rolls, or slip cuts from the strong side. Like if you're at the wing, foul line extended is when you can draw a line from that foul line all the way out to the sideline. If you can get in that area and get some screens set in that area, or get some hard cuts from that area, whether it be on the same side with the ball, which is strong side, or the weak side, which is the side of the court on the other side of the basket without the basketball, you gotta cut hard and you gotta finish hard in the paint. And if you got to be ready for contact too, so you can't shy away from that. You got to go straight up into the body of the defender and finish in there. And then turn around and get a quick stop. So it's not just an offensive planning timeout. It's what are we going to do defensively after that as well.
Off the inbound, here's Dolson. They go to Van Loo, the quick three. High arcing three for Van Loo goes. 71-65. Now the Mystics trying to turn up the defense.
Well, they went for a misdirection, but it was for a fade screen for a triple for Van Loo. Right here, you see Stephanie Dolson, who is a fantastic passer, finds Van Loo just in the nick of time. The defender who was bumped by that fade screen was trying to recover to her, but it didn't get there in time to disrupt.
Howard, 5 for 5 now. Sorry, excuse me, 6 for 6 from the free throw line now in this ball game. That's where the majority of her points have come. Now 7 for 7. As I mentioned, just 2 made field goals. A tough shooting go for her, just 2 of 11, but has gotten to the free throw line.
She does so many things well for Atlanta. She had a career high 6 steals on Sunday against Minnesota.
Van Leeuwen, another high arcing three. Loose ball foul is going to stay with Washington. They call it on Alicia Gray.
I say maybe go for a three right here. Now the clock, the time and score come into factors, and they were successful with it. Last time getting that triple to fall, but Washington just 6 of 27 from three.
Here's Dolson. Now Austin attacking, lost the handle as it was stripped. It will stay with Washington. 17.8 now on the clock. 73-65, Dream lead.
And Washington coming into this one, they are 34% from three, 4th best in the WNBA, but those threes just haven't been falling, and that's the compliment that you wanted from their really great, staunch offensive effort inside.
Atkins is touched up by Gray. That'll be her 5th.
They're just 22% from range for the Mystics in this one, and I think that's been a difference maker.
Atkins at the line. He gets the first. Edwards and Melvin return.
Atkins shooting 100% on the season from the line. Made all of her free throws in this one, 2 for 2.
And gets both free throws, 73-67, 6-point ball game, 16.3 on the clock.
For a trap on the catch and then rotate. There it is. Got to rotate though. Melbourne late on the rotation to get that back pass.
And Charles collects that and can just dribble it out. As the Dream will move to 3-2 on this early season. And the Mystics, unfortunately, will fall to 0-7.
And that was just a tough way to go. And I think the story of the game was, yes, you got better in terms of scoring the ball inside with 34 paint points, a plus 14 advantage there for the Mystics. But you got to be able to do both, right? You got to be able to knock in the threes and be effective inside. And they were just 22% from the three-point line tonight.
A tough one here at ESA. Stay tuned. We'll go to break, but Wes Hall and the coach, Jimmy Patsos, will have you covered on the other side of the break.